Okay. Burns. The significance of numbers can never be overrated. Did you ever stop to think how reality in general, and your own life in particular, would have looked like without the use of numbers? Any grand idea, whether in quality or quantity, would have been ever so limited if it weren't for the safe confinement of those simple strokes of lines and curves that present the abstract in clear-cut, unassuming symbols we call numbers. How does one explain the loss to humanity that was caused by the Holocaust? One way is to give up on being able to pass on the incredibility of cruelty and hideous atmosphere of those days. Because whoever was there always ultimately explains. There are no words to express, convey the horror. So again, we're left with whatever tools we do have, the abstract coolness of numbers. Without letters to form appropriate words, we're left with numbers. 60 million people were killed during World War II. 6 million were Jews. Out of the approximated 14 million Jews scattered around the world, that's about the number of Jews residing in Israel today, 6 million. This means that if demography would have been let to lead its natural course, there would have been approximately 30 million Jews living today. Beyond the statistics, to me as a Jew, this means so many more relatives, a larger family, a wider concept of great uncles and aunts and second cousins, once and twice removed. At least I and almost any other Jew on the face of this planet would have the option of maintaining or disconnecting with this or that family member, a broader choice of friends and family. Any way you look at it, there is no doubt that the murderous cut of Jews due to Nazi horrors was hindered world progress. Sometimes the dry figures of numbers call out the loss in total in a much sharper, harsher form that what would otherwise be considered a more dramatic fashion of literature. Another point about numbers. Any Jew that survived the death camps has a number on his arm. It was tattooed into the flesh in a very orderly way, as expected from a German people who ran the camps. Why not do with lists? There was another underlying reason. Tattooed numbers served to dehumanize the victims, turn them into mere numbers that are to be handled and disposed. In Auschwitz, one had no name nor identity. One was nothing but a particle of number, part of a problem that had to be solved in a sort of final solution. How fortunate that we live past those dark times of human history. Still, even today, we have our own shadows of danger lurking to destroy civilization. But the difference is that today, at least from a Jewish point of view, we have a different, much improved stand. There is an army of Jews, small in quantity but enormous in quality, the IDF. Its soldiers work in order. They too have numbers, not tattooed on their arms, but inscribed on their guns. These are my sisters and brothers in the Israeli Defense Forces. Brothers to all Jews wherever around the globe, whether in Gaza or in Tibet. It is one for all and all for one. But no, it's not only about Jews. As the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu just said at the Congress in the US, they stand at the front line against world terrorism that threatens almost all nations around the globe. speaking about numbers, I can only conclude by a prayer that the number of those who stand on the just side of the human spirit will increase, and at this point of history, the number of those who are eager to spread violence decrease, and that God, who is only one but is the one, bless us all with the blessing mentioned in Isaiah, Lo yisa goy el goy od cherev, velo yilmedu od milchama. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Amen. Thank you.